All right, check it out, guys. I'm here in the beautiful.
What's going on, guys? Donnell Lovely here. Happy to see you guys today. Happy hump day to you guys. Hope you guys can also hear me today. Wanted to actually come on live and actually explain some things that we go on today's season to you guys. We're about 5 days away from Christmas. I am super excited. Still ain't did no shopping, so I'm one of like the last minute guys, right? So that being said, man, I wanted to actually just welcome you guys to this particular live video today. We're going to be actually talking about the topic at hand, how I was able to build my six-figure tax business with zero experience, guys. I mean, I had no experience. My background came from IT and technology, and I had no experience in the tax and accounting industry until I actually got introduced to this particular business through a business partner of mine, right? And it was more for like a franchise model, like an H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt type of situation, but it was in the local area of my city. And then I was able to understand how to properly structure this, how to actually get clients, and how to be able to do a lot of these things. But I had absolutely no experience, guys, and I had to go out and figure a lot of things out, right? And so this video right here is for you guys that's in the tax industry. This may be your first year, this may be your second year, this may be your fifth year, but you've been doing a lot of these things on your own, right? You've been working this, trying to figure out a lot of stuff on your own. You've been taking classes, you've been buying programs, you've been buying software, buying CRMs, and you hear about these things called automations and boot camps and all these kind of things, but you really don't understand the process of actually identifying who you want to target, right? You just feel like, hey, I'm in a tax industry. I want to be able to make money. I want to be able to help people with these taxes. And I know that if I just put a flyer out with my arms folded and tell people I can get them $6,000 refunds, they'll come to me, right? And so with that being said, guys, we are in a new age, a new time, a new industry of actually being able to attract people, right? And so what I wanted to explain to you guys tonight is actually how I can help some of you guys on that avenue, right? And so, with that being said, I just kind of wanted to go back and just tell you a little bit about my story, right? And so, I moved to Atlanta the first time was back in 2014, 2015. And when I moved here, I hit the ground running, right? I was trying to find people. I knew nobody. I had no family here. I just wanted to be able to get out of a situation where I felt like I was at a ceiling, right? And so I wanted to know a different environment, right? Because the environment that you are in can actually affect your level of belief. It can affect your level of success, because if you get around a different environment, you can get out of the norm that environment left you in, and now you can expand your mindset, you can expand your vision, and then you can get around people that's on the level or at the level that you're trying to get to, and to be able to actually rub arms and be connected with those individuals. That's the part. That's the reason why I took the leap of faith and leave my city to actually come down and try the Atlanta area, right? And so that was a nervous, frustrating, scary situation to take a leap of faith, to be able to leave something that I was familiar with, to be able to take a chance and be able to leave to go on to try to do better things. But as soon as I got to Atlanta, guys, I hit the ground running, man. I was at every networking event. I was at every meetup. I was at every function, events. I joined, kickball. I didn't know kickball leagues. I joined kickball leagues. I was out on Saturdays doing like live frisbee games. I was just meeting people at different meetup spots, connecting with them, trying to figure out what to be able to focus on. Again, my background is in IT, so my goal was, hey, maybe I could come out here and get a contract, get a couple contracts, and actually have my own like IT company, right? Like my own company that sets up like doctors' offices, office complexes, going out and having a contract with people to do like printer network installation or troubleshooting, things like that, because that's what I was doing when I was in the other state I was in, right? And so, what just kind of fast forward years later, I just kind of connected with a guy that I had relationships with before I moved to Atlanta. He was like, "Hey, man, I'm actually building my own office, right?" And it was this kind of office was more like a co-working space before all these big co-working spaces was a big thing, right? So people would rent out a space from them, like an office or a common area. They would meet, and then they would have to conduct their business there. That was like one of the first things that I actually attracted. And so what I did was I said, "I'll tell you what, like if you let me come up there, he like just come up here, man, and there's a lot of businesses here. You can learn a lot of stuff here." And we're just getting going. And so in return, I said, let me set up all your computer systems. Let me set your internet up, because he was just getting set up. So let me set up your screens and your networks and all that kind of stuff to be able to save you some money on that kind of stuff, right? And then in return, whatever I can do to get some referrals from you, that was kind of like my ultimate goal, right? And so I did that. I was able to set up a lot of his computers. I was able to get his system set up. He was able to be excited about that. But in the meantime, he was just having people, that was coming in. He was meeting people. He was having events after event after event after event. And I would be able to, he was inviting me to events, and I would just be going to them. And and he was like, "Hey, this is the person that I need you to meet. This is the person that you can meet. This is the person that you can meet." And we was in the same company at one point, but we weren't even in the same, like he had no financial connections with me at all. I was up under a whole nother person, right? And so him being able to reach out unilaterally without expecting me to, pay him money was really a blessing in disguise, because he was able to see how serious and passionate I was about, getting to the next level. And he was like, "Hey, man, I got this guy coming out that's actually talking about software and technology, but he's talking about something about taxes or whatever. I don't really understand what it is, but I need you to come check it out, man, because ain't you, in the software and in the technology, the IT space?" I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "Man, this is something about taxes or whatever." He's like, "Bro, I don't know anything about taxes. Just to be honest with you, I don't know if I can help anybody, right?" And he was like, "No, just come on, and I want you to just kind of take a look at it." And so what I did was I was able to just sit down with the people. They actually showed a whole presentation about how they was moving to the area, and you can actually get into this industry without any experience and make pretty much a good amount of money in it, right? And then what caught my eye is it's like, "Bro, you can make 6 figures in 4 months." And I said, "What?" And then what happens was he did the math. He had the math right on there. He was like, "Hey, how much does a normal person pay? How much do you pay when you go see a tax professional or H&R Block or something like that?" And so he was like, I was like, wow. He was like, "Yeah, about $200-300, something like that." So, what happens if you meet 100 in a month, or if you meet like 10 a day? Like, how many times you can do 10 a day for 30 days, and now you got $300 times 300 people. That's $90,000, right? And it's only a month, so 10 people a day for 30 days. It's $90,000. And so if you compound that up by 4 months, January, February, March, April, you're well over 6 figures in that short amount of time, right? But you're just doing maybe 10 or 5 a day. If you even cut that in half, you still can make the 6 figures in that whole tax thing, right? And so I jumped head first into it. I signed up with them. They had a lot of the trainings that was already available. They had a lot of the marketing that was available. They had coaching that was given to me. And first of all, I was just trying to be like the tax preparer, right? Because I didn't know anything about a business. I never had a business, never started a business. But what I did do was I was able to live whatever he told me to do. I was like, "Bro, you making this amount?" "Yeah, I made this amount, this amount, this amount." Whatever he told me to do, I did. He said, "Hey, I need you to post job ads on Indeed. I need you to post them on Yelp. I need you to set up a business page. I need you to set up a Facebook business page. I need you to do all these things." I just started doing it. And I just started doing it. I didn't know what I was doing. Just start doing. Okay, I need you to copy this ad here and run this ad on all your pages at some time and let people know that you're in business and you're going to start. I just started doing it. People just start coming. You're like, "What's going to happen, bro? People are going to start flooding your emails, and now you're going to be able to try to filter some of that stuff out but you're going to be setting appointments every single day. And they was like, he was just telling me to do it. And I just did it. I didn't know any better. I just did it. And you're getting your appointment set up every single day. Here's what a perfect day looked like. This is what a $10,000 day looked like. And then at that particular point, I couldn't do every little thing, but like, okay, we're going to go out and do a street team thing, right? And so we're going to go out, and here's what you're going to do. I need you to buy this, and I need you to set up this. I need you to order these. I need you to order that. I need you to structure this. I ain't did a tax return first, but I'm doing all the preparation things to go into it so that I could be able to do the things. And then when it was time to get closer towards the season, we would just start running scenarios and field training and scenarios over and over and over and over and over again. And so I did about 100 of those before I ever touched anybody's return. And then our first return that I did was my own. And so I was able to kind of see what things and fill in the software, understand the laws, and understand how things work to be able to see how that whole process was able to work. Then I had to hire a team. And I hired like 60 people in a matter of 2 months. And I had to manage the team, and I had to bring them to the office, and I had to do a lot of these. Like, I was just doing whatever I was told to do. For the whole first year I did exactly what I was told to do. Didn't even ask a question or or who or what or nothing. I ain't know nothing. And so I think a lot of times people overthink things, talk themselves out of doing things, instead of just kind of following what the coach is actually telling you to do. And because they've been where you're trying to go, they have a keen eye of actually what to do and how to be able to get you to where you are. And so me doing what he asked me to do, I was able to flourish the first time, and then I was just hooked. And so after that, I was able to make about $15,000 just the first year, not even knowing what I'm doing. And then the next year I made 65,000. And then the next year I cracked 100,000. And then the next year I cracked my first 200,000. Then I went on my own, and now I've been over the 150,000 every single year since then. And now I have built teams. I have built people. I've shown people how to do these things. I've actually went in more detail about being able to actually execute on a lot of the tax law changes that happened. The 2017, the PATH Act. I had to understand those laws. Then I actually understood, okay, Donnell, you're now at a point where you're at that ceiling for what you are, right? What's next, right? You're going to need a coach to get you to the next level. And so the next level is identifying who do I really want to target? What are these particular people's pain points and problems? So for you, if you're just now getting started, you want to be able to understand who you want to target right now, what those people problems, a message that resonates right to them. Why do you want to do that? Because if you're targeting everybody, you're really not getting to know nobody, because no one's going to be able to relate to you because you're not putting yourself in positions to be an authority to anything. And so if you're not in a position to be authority to anything and talking to some people's pain, now that I understood those principles and understood how to structure myself to be an expert and not just a generalist, I'm able to actually require and demand higher fees and demand that I don't have to do 300 or 500 people to get to where I want to get to. I can do 50 people and still make $200,000. I can still do 75 people and still make $300,000. But those are some of the right people that you're trying to get to. So what you're actually getting here right now, and how I was able to get to that 6 figures without any experience, is be able to get with somebody that understands and been where you are. Get with somebody that knows the process. Get with somebody that can show you exactly how to get where you want, from where you are and where you want to be, and just follow through, and don't be so busy worried about what if, what if it will work instead of what if it won't work. We want to make sure we can change our mindset, because our mindset will be able to hold us back from the things that we want, right? And so with that being said, that's what things that I just ran with you. Like whatever he said, bro, we got to put out signs at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, put it out signs to 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and this is how you wait. signs that people are going to be able to resonate with you and be able to see it where they're going. So you don't place it every single place. You place it, in specific orders. You place it in specific locations. You look at how long the traffic light stops. You look at people where people are going to have the time to stop and write it down, right? And so people have a lot of billboards, but billboards just you got to write stuff. Not unless you keep seeing it multiple times over and over and over again, then you kind of get a picture in your mind to like where you are, or if it's something that you're trying to get out of the next exit or something, it can actually guide you through that, right? And so understanding those particular strategies, understanding the pains and problems of the people that you're working with or that you want to work with, what those pains and problems are, and create a solution for that. That gives you a sense of authority. That gives you a place to demand higher fees and actually create value, create a high level of value. Because nowadays, and I mean, I know people are going to get mad at me for saying this, just general tax preparation is a commodity. There's always somebody going to do it cheaper than you can, right? And people know that. And so the expectation is not as high as somebody that has a specialty that can actually help people specifically for their problems, their pains, their needs, right? And then we want to make sure we identify what those things are. Where are they at in the process of understanding who do they want to work with? What's the pains and problems that they keeping them up at night? What's the pains and problems that they want to pay money for to get it to go away, right? People pay for a solution or a product that's going to solve a problem. And if you can offer that problem and you can make it simple, easy, and actually save me time, money, and energy, then you'll get it multiple times over, okay? And so with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in and being able to join me on this live. And so any questions you may have about the industry, the tax industry, getting on live, and actually starting, building, and growing a business, I'm actually going to have a mentorship that I'm actually allowing a few people to come and join a private session with me to actually help you see your business, where you try to get, identify who your niche is and your target audience. Because if you're selling to everybody, you're selling to nobody. Even if you are focusing on people with refunds, who are there? What are they asking for? What do they look like? How you're actually standing out above everybody else? What are the problems and pains they're looking for? All right. And so when you focus on those things, people will come to you in droves and cargo vans and things like that, right? And so people that come to me and actually want to actually get to the next level, right? Because we all understand, like I said, people doing these things every day, all day. And when you want to be able to move to that next level, why you can't be hired to be an expert in a specific field and be able to show people how to solve a problem, right? Saving people $30,000, is a big advantage to be able to do, right? So let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to structure your business. Let me show you how to structure your business in a way to get funding for your business to make you more money, to use other people's money to make money, and show the documentation to get you approved for those things, right? That's the type of people that I'm working with. That's the type of people that I'm helping get to that next level. If that's you, I actually a free strategy session, free, discovery call with me. I want to see about your business, your goals. I want to ask you a few questions. Then I'll actually see if we can take it to the next step to be able to see if we can be able to work together, okay? Because I want to take you from where you are to where you want to be. If that's 6 figures, 7 figures, wherever, I want to be able to help you do that. And the best way I can do that is to have an intimate environment to be able to set that expectation and help you achieve any goals that you have, okay? With that being said, guys, again, my name is Donnell Lovely. I am the owner of Lovely Financial Services Refund Tax Solution. I actually want to help you do the Elite Tax Mastery Program, where I'm actually showing you how to actually get where you want, the clients that you want, and being able to actually hire, and the reason why that you're going to be able to get hired for those particular clients over everybody else, right? Again, one of the things I like to make sure is if you sell to everybody, you sell to nobody. And so with that being said, I'll leave that with you guys. Click the link below or in the bio to book a call with me, completely free, and we'll give you some free game or free checklist about building your 6-figure. You can actually get that absolutely free as well. and be able to get on the call with me and see if we're a good fit to work together. That being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.